Radio Chisenga is doing everything in Christ with love and truth. Good morning now presents community news. The headlines: adopt more women and youths. Traders at Chamberlain Market eulogize a council and booth operators cry foul. Kindly be informed that we're also streaming live on the Radio Chisenga Facebook page. Now the news in detail with me, Clara Chisenga. Political parties are being reminded to adopt more women and youths as they continue with their adoption process. Movement for Water Sensitization of Copperbelt Chapter Board Executive Secretary Ellison Wallace says the move would enable young people and women to have a greater representation in Parliament. Speaking to Radio Chisenga News in Chingola, Bishop Wale also urged the electorate to be vigilant in scrutinizing political players ahead of this year's polls.
We would love to see even the youths to be adopted into this. It would help us to balance. Even Parliament, it would be a balance because sometimes people will talk about things that they don't really understand because they have never been a woman before and they will never be a woman. But from a woman point of view, a woman can speak on behalf of and the woman can also stand for. The youth also someone can stand and speak for and stand on behalf of. Because remember, we say,
mine unions want more benefits to go to the workers following the increase in the price of copper on the London Metal Exchange. Copper is now recently hit over $9,000 per ton. National Union of Miners and Allied Workers, NMAO National Treasurer So Simujika is hopeful that the increased price will result in better remuneration for its members.
It's that the copper price at the London Metal Exchange has gone up at above $9,000 per ton, and which is a good thing for the mines. And our hope is that the benefits, the effects of this increase will be able to trickle down to the mine worker, the people that are producing the copper that we are selling in Zambia. And we also want to see a situation where production in these companies increase. Because look, these companies now, they will be selling the same quantity at a higher price than they sold the other day. So meaning that.
And Mine Workers Union of Zambia moves General Secretary George Mumba said mining companies must also take advantage and record high production.
Commodity prices is that high, and for that reason, even the mining company should take advantage to post the high production so that even as a country we create revenue. Beyond that, let it also translate into good remuneration.
But UPND Kalalushi parliamentary aspirant Chikabala Kaleta says a policy redirection is needed if the workers and locals are to benefit from the mineral resources.
Whenever copper prices go up, they do not increase the salaries of our workers. So this has to come to an end, starting from this time. Because copper is selling at a very high price, which is $9,000 plus per ton. But Mwazanga, amalipiro n'imikoresheje y'abahomvi besu ikibife tunyanko kumatu bina 15 na 900 ico kintu kifuire cyangwa mukupera eco turera ndaifuinga ma UPN chakwemo kwebati obuteko bureteka through the Ministry of Finance and Mining bafuire babike chipope bali ino ine nshitako paire pamulu bakwebati awonese.
Traders at Chamberlain Market in Kitwe say they are happy with the way the council has been managing garbage collection at the trading place. Speaking to Radio Chisenga News, some traders spoken to said the market is always kept clean and that the council workers collect garbage on a daily basis.
Valegomba omulimu wawe valegomba ffe bwino kukibatwadde ndaba munaddense balesamu kupuusa mwanjiri kyamona kwatiyo bapisha batitenshi kwebe nefa abapamaketi nko twaleterako nefika okulanda ekishinga walapyanga ati chikulu bakanso balafatiteshani balasaba kusi tulafuna okuyita kwebendekeyo ko tuleikala ngezine namumona nipyanga chirekuwa kwati bakanso nango balepita kwati ndebe bachusha chikulu ninchito bafuire nabena kwe balaikala muno market tufwe tutekulonga ndiko tuleikala keya nifwe bufwe bene balekisa bakusakira kushiko bakanso bati bale olumba feta busaka balapyanga nokusatu kuno kuno sinokubomba kitatu balagomba ffe bwino tepago bwasi fine sona bapyanga olusheru ichumulo twaisayitira bosatule.
The revised fees on those with mobile goods by Kitwe City Council is not set up well with those that are on them. Council revised the fees on 26th March 2021 with charges ranging from 300 to 1,000 kwacha depending on the location of the goods. And speaking in a random interview with a Radio Chisenga News in Kitwe, some people operating mobile goods wondered why the local authority has decided to increase the rates, yet they have been calling for a reduction in the fees. Others noted that their business has gone down due to economic challenges. And a youth activist, Chanda Katema, has opposed the Kitwe City Council's decision to revise levies for those operating mobile money booths. Mr. Katema said the council was killing mobile money business by revising the levies. Mr. Katema has told Radio Chisenga News in Ndola that the council should find other means of getting more revenue as opposed to increasing levies for mobile money booth operators.
By the recent decision by Kitwe City Council to revise booth operating fees from 300 kwacha to 500 and 1,000 kwacha respectively to be unreasonable and morally incorrect. This is a mockery and a direct slap in the faces of the youths who are the majority operators and owners of these boats. Let the city council find alternatives of cleaning up the city and stop killing and curtailing businesses run by the youths who are trying by all means to survive in these economical situations.
Those operating from Obote Avenue, Independence, Zambia Way, ZR8, Mama Africa, and those in Content Street were paying 300 kwacha, but will now be paying 500 kwacha. Those along President Avenue were paged at 500 will now be paying 1,000 kwacha. Community news comes to you in the community service of Radio Chisenga with the compliments of Indo-Zambia Bank and the National Institute of Public Administration. Patriotic Front PF Copperbelt Mobilization Committee Coordinator Bowman Lusambo has dismissed some reports that his committee is preferred candidates ahead of the August 12 general elections. Mr. Lusambo, the Lusaka Provincial Minister and Kabushi Member of Parliament, said the Mobilization Committee has no mandate to choose, recommend or interfere in the adoption process. And Mr. Lusambo has added that the committee would continue to mobilize the party ahead of the elections by following the COVID-19 guidelines. He was speaking during a special program on Radio Chisenga at the weekend. To end community news, a reminder of stories that made headlines. Adopt more women and youths. Traders at the Chamberlain Market eulogize a council, and both operators cry foul. Then we end community news. Be sure to join us for Yashun Chibemba at 10 hours. On behalf of the entire studio news crew on duty, I'm Clara Chisenga. Good morning.
Do more with you in November.